Hey guys, welcome back to Murphy's Law. You know the saying, if something can go wrong, it's probably because I made it. Well, today we are trying to conquer a serious problem. I have way too many toys, and I need to be able to park a vehicle here. So, what is the solution? Well, if bunk beds work for kids, then I bet they'll work for ATVs too. Alright, so here's the master plan. I got some 4x4s that we are going to use as the legs, and then build a frame at the top out of 2x4s and some plywood. Now this might look like a toddler's drawing of a hamster cage, but what it actually is some questionable engineering and some, try this at home if you like slivers. So essentially one ATV will park on top and the other one will be able to slide in under it. What could possibly go wrong? All right, let's go take a look at the shed where this is going to be built. All right, so here is my shed. This is where we're going to put the rack, just right here in this location. It should be tall enough that I should be able to kind of bend over on the four-wheeler or just kind of pull it up, walk in next to it with the engine running. And then we'll have a nice little rack here for tires and stuff. Let's get started. All right, I'm going to start by building the frame out here. Then we'll move the frame in, and then we will add the legs and everything inside. This is how wide the frame is going to be, 58 inches, so we need to make sure this will fit through the door. And that is why you check, because if I would have built that frame out here, it would not have fit in through the door. So we are going to cut the pieces but assemble it in there. Always remember your safety squints, or at least one eye closed, because you know you only need one good eye. All right, I've got my four legs cut out evenly. I've got the longer pieces right here that are the sides, then the fronts and all the pieces that lay down the middle. Because it's too wide to fit through the door, I'm gonna have to assemble it in here. My phone got too hot in the sun and turned off, but I'll show you the progress of where we are now. This leg isn't attached yet. I'm going to attach it back to those two studs right there as well, and then continue from there. Well, in true Murphy fashion, something went wrong. When I went to Home Depot, I had this cut to 58 inches, which the frame is exactly 58 inches across. And as you can see, if I line this up with the edge right here, okay, right there, then on this side, it's 2 inches short. They cut it at 56 inches. I just went and measured it. So we're gonna make it overlap the best we can, and then we're gonna add a little bit of support between each of these gaps just so the wood doesn't get pressed down. So we'll have to work around that. I should have just cut it myself instead of trusting Home Depot's guy to cut it. That was my mistake. But you learn from your mistakes, and now I know next time I won't. I'm gonna go cut some pieces, throw them in those gaps, and then we'll move forward. All right, I got the pieces cut. Let's throw them in. I gotta be careful to not use my nice screws because now I don't have as many.
Step into the unknown. This is where dreams are born. Million miles away, but it still feels like home. In the land of heroes.
All right, we got the plywood on. It's a pretty steep ramp. And as the four-wheeler starts to go up, I'm really nervous about it clearing this doorway. Let's get on the inside so you can see how it looks. So next thing to do is to go get the four-wheeler and try. Now I do need to put some bracing here, so we're actually going to do that first. I went ahead and decided to put some wood here along the bottom, holding the legs together so that the legs can't separate or really move apart. I'm going to have to leave this part open for the quad coming in and under so that there's enough clearance. All right, here we go.
Lily, back up, behind me.
I think it'll fit. I think it will. Okay, it will barely clear the handlebars. I think it will work. Not like that. I'm just not calling it.
You almost got it. So close.
You're not gonna help me.
Well, that's because you have to be able to do it on your own. Well, it's in there.
No. Well,
Pretty crazy. And I guess he wants to park another ATV down here. He's going to call it the four-wheeler bunk bed or something. Yeah, I think you're
and then I
fine.
went through these studs too. This to here, that to there.
That's why it's so solid.
Yeah. And then these are connected, but there's...
I think we need to see the Raptor underneath this thing now. Now you got enough room for a, I don't know, a CBR 600 right here.
I'm gonna put all my paddles on that shelf.
Oh yeah, this is awesome.
I'm gonna demonstrate how this works. These ramps fit pretty snug in here, just between the doors. So we got the Raptor down there. We got the Honda up here. Just make sure it's in neutral.
You don't even need brakes. You just pull the bar from here and guide it, right?
Well, I was gonna do it from up here so I could guide the handlebars.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's turning. Are you gonna help me or what?
The cameraman never helps. Do you want me to help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch it.
That was easy.
That works so good.
Maybe it would be worth it to put something that this can hook onto so that it can't slide off.
Yeah. Or
That's how you do it every time it comes down.
what about a winch?
Oh yeah, winch on the wall
Winch on the wall or
or winch on the
quad?
four-wheeler. That makes more sense. That was almost a hazard.
Yeah, it was.
Can you imagine doing this at night?
Dude.
Because you're like late off work and you're going riding the next day?
Well, I would just leave it in the garage if I was going riding like that. Huh. Well,
All right, we're ready to see it get in there for its very first time.
so what I'm doing is I'm putting a hook so this ramp has something to hook onto.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and added some corners here because it kind of wobbled a little side to side. So it feels very solid now. All right, so as you have seen in the past clip, it's not going smooth to get this up and down. However, I think I've come up with a solution. I have a hook up there with this cable to my hand winch, and I'm gonna just try to pull it up by hand. And if this seems to take way too long, is completely undoable, then I will go buy an electric winch. All right, the cable clears, so it doesn't hit the wood. And I think that's gonna work. It actually bent my hook, but the hook goes all the way through the wood to the bottom right there. So I think we're okay. Gonna start winching it up. All right, welcome back. It's the next day. Well, Murphy problems require Murphy solutions. So as you saw from yesterday's footage, riding the four-wheeler up here and down from here just simply was not safe or controllable due to the steepness of the stamp. So, the ramp. So, I went ahead and put a winch on the four-wheeler, and now we are going to use this to pull it up safely. So let's see how it goes. This will be my first attempt. First I'm going to get the quad in place. This Harbor Freight winch came with a really nice little remote. Already starting to kind of see my first problem. That doesn't hook on super straight. But it's on good enough that I think we'll be okay. The other problem that I'm going to run into is right now it's rubbing on the wood. So until I get the front tires on the ramp, it might wear out the wood a little bit. My plan is to have the engine running so it can help assist the winch because I don't want to pull down the shed. And just like that, it's up there. You know, the winch cable, whoa, that's a wasp. Well, the winch cable did not rub too long. Well, thanks for checking in. Stay tuned for more cool videos like this one. Well, and I need to show you what this was all for. As you can see, now I can fit both our vehicles in the garage, which was the goal of this ATV bunk bed experiment. Lots of room to walk fully around the car. And yeah, I got a problem. I'm addicted to used motor oil.